Greetings, this is Anthony Navarro here, giving a demonstration of the Forex Backtesting Worksheet. I could say due to popular demand, given the response that everybody had with my futures backtesting spreadsheet when I had explained how to do backtesting on TradingView, basically a couple articles showing why you would do that and the purposes for doing it and why it would help you improve your trading game. A lot of people were asking for a Forex one, so here we are. All right, so we'll get right to brass tacks. On the main sheet, if you go to the lower left and click on the Trades tab, you'll see the columns for the areas that you need to fill in. And this is basically going to be testing your, hopefully, rules-based system of trading. And I actually put in a tab here for your trading plan that you can add in your particular plan and show step by step how it is you're going to be testing your plan. For instance, wait for a trend, whether it's an uptrend or a downtrend. Look for a level that has these kind of characteristics. If I can get 3 to 1 or more, go ahead and place the trade and at least plan for 3 to 1 or target an opposing zone. You know, whatever your trading plan is, put it in stone, and that's the only way that you can test a plan. All right, so in the sheet, line by line, you'll put in the asset that you're trading, in this case the Aussie CAD, the date and time that the trade entered, the date and time that the trade exited, whether it was long or short. And what I did is I put 3 user-defined categories. This is an enhancement over the futures spreadsheet that I did, but I will be adding that in a upcoming release to basically let you test your own variables on your particular trading plan. For instance, I had what I called an 889, where I was looking at a particular pattern if price passed the moving averages of an 8 and an 89. I looked at another scenario where, you know, a particular RSI did this type of behavior. So I could test my trading plan based on, you know, particular variables that I was looking for to try to enhance my trade. And then the actual return. Did it give a -1, which is basically a loss, or a positive number, which is, you know, in response to that loss? For instance, your R. And if you haven't seen my article, Trade Like a Pirate, using the R, kind of this little play on words there, that you don't want to necessarily look at money in your account, like how much money you're making or losing, but how much percentage that you can grow your account by. So if you can, say, come up with a trading system that has a 50% hit rate, and if you're risking 1% of your account on every trade, you'd lose 1 and make 3, lose 1 and make 3. So overall, every day, you can potentially grow, say, 2% per day. All right? And given that, there's a little tab here for your starting capital, and you can type that number in: $100, $1,000, 10,000, 100,000, whatever. And then what your percentage risk. So are you going to risk 1/4% on every trade, 1%, 1.5%, never more than 2, but on average about 1, or I like to risk 1/4%. And I can go over that in another video as far as to why. But these columns here are automatically calculated, and that's going to be for the statistics spreadsheet. What class of Forex pairs is it? What day of the week did it hit from Sunday till Saturday? Was it a swing trade, which basically looks to see if the date in and the date out were on the same day or not, and what hour that it occurred on. All right. Now, also at the top of the sheet, I also have a sort button, so you can sort by asset. So for instance, it might take you a couple days to do some back testing. Say if you wanted to back test the entire month of November and test your theory. And you might say, well, where was I? I know I was on the Aussie Swiss, but what was the last trade I did? Oh, 1124. And so you can sort it by asset. Or if you just put looking at one particular asset and you sort by date, oh, I'm on 1111, so now I'm going to start testing on 1112, you know, based on how many trading opportunities you're looking for in the particular time you're trading in. And then let's see, this is a new enhancement too, clear data. So this is actually going to erase all the information here. So each month you can start from scratch. You can actually have a separate worksheet, do a file save as, and save it for each month, and basically create a set of statistics on a monthly basis to see how your trading plan is running. All right. So once you get a nice little sample size, 50, 100, 200, or whatever, you know, all the trades you can find in a given month, then the summary page is where you'll start analyzing your trading plan and see how its efficacy is. All right. So the first section is hour of the day. And this basically lets you see during which session is the most trades found. All right. So based on the hour of the day, from midnight to 6, from 6 till noon, from noon till 5, and from 5 till midnight, how many times did your trading plan execute or find opportune trades? All right, so in this case, there were 13 trades found in the early hours, 25 during the early morning, 6 during the afternoon, and 13 from dinner time to midnight Eastern time. All right, with a total of 57 trades, 45 wins, and 12 losses. All right, and that's reflected up here in the corner. Total win rate, 45 wins, and you had a 79% hit rate. So not a bad hit rate there. The center column is trades by pair category. All right, so you have your major pairs, minor pairs, and cross pairs. And so, there's some kind of fuzziness whether what you consider a cross pair. I know some people disagree. I personally just consider every euro pair a cross pair, and everything else is, every euro pair a minor pair. So I only trade the majors and the minors, the euros and the US pairs, and then everything else is a cross pair. All right, so I just look at it that way from my perspective. And of all the trades that happened in the course of November, we looked at this in this example of all the major pairs. The major pairs had a win rate of 71%, given 21 trades. And the minor pairs, 91% over the course of 23 trades. And the cross pairs didn't fare so well, but still a very respectable 69% because, the trading plan is pretty consistent. And the minor pairs would be interesting to see month by month by month if you did, say, 3 or 4 months out, if this is the case, if this is consistent. So what this might tell you is, just like on the left, it told you, wow, the most productive time, if I'm only going to trade 5 or 6 hours a day, the most productive time to trade would be from 6 a.m. to noon because the most opportunities present themselves. The center column, this might tell me, wow, if I can only look at so many pairs or perhaps have so many trades on in a given time period, I might as well stick with the minor pairs because I'm getting the biggest win rate in that area. All right. So below that is then trades by day of the week, and it turns out that Monday is the best trade, or at least presented the most number of opportunities in the arena given my particular trading plan. Over here is a donut chart showing that the major and minor pairs were pretty much neck and neck with how many trades were found, and then the cross pairs are about half of each of those, 23 compared to close to 40 on both of those. So that's a nice little descriptor saying, yeah, maybe I will just get rid of those cross pairs. They're not giving me a whole lot of a lot of volume, that kind of thing. And plus, the reason they're cross pairs is because there's higher risk and less liquidity, and you might get slippage and all of that. So that's what analyzing your trades really helps you do. It helps you see where it is you want to spend your attention. And just like in a grocery store, if you find out that, organic products are 20% of your sales and only giving you 17% profit, but these commercial products are giving you 80% of your sales and 56% of your profit, I'm just going to get rid of those organic products. And that's exactly what we're looking at. Given the time and the money and the resources that we have, where should I spend my time? So that's what this is going to help do, and see the success rate for all of that. All right. Now below that, we have a couple yes/no values, longs versus shorts. And this is literally neck and neck with day trades versus swing trades. This wasn't a typo. I thought it was, and I actually looked at doing the calculations again, but there were 53% of the trades were longs compared to shorts. 53% of the trades were swing versus day. Again, a 79% win rate overall. And then these two variables, myVAR2 and myVAR3. What this does is in the trading sheet, if you fill out these two columns and just put a yes or a no, so again, if you're tracking a particular thing in your particular plan that you would like to see is effectual or not in your trading plan, just put in the new title and just say yes or no next to each trade. Whether a candle had an explosive move, or the zone formed on an odd time of day, whatever it is. These are going to be your particular categories for your particular trading plan. And in terms of that, I did create 2 areas that will update for you down here automatically. And that is pretty much it. And also I added to the top the range. So if you decided to print this out, you would actually have the range that was tested for this particular data set. And then I put in here the test scenario. So what are you testing in your trading plan? All right. So this is the test of my super duper trade plan on the 60-minute time frame to see if there's any improvement in performance if I take X into account. All right. So this is assuming that someone has a good trading plan, but they're curious, can I improve it? Can I take X into account? All right. So that might be something where on the trading sheet, you might add this column to see if this is a factor in improving your trading plan or trying to minimize your losses if you find that you are consistently experiencing a loss or a stop out in a particular scenario. So if I decide to take X into account, will that improve my plan's performance? Again, the whole point of backtesting. And again, if you want to go back to TradingView and look at my backtesting video to get a little more information on how you would do that, you're feel free to give it a look. And then test result. In this case, I just said, hey, I found a 15 increase in win rate after adding the variable X, all right? So I suspect that the importance of factor Y may not be important in my trading plan. I'll remove the variable and test again on the same data set. All right, so that was brought up a memory of when I was testing one of my plans. That in the trading plan, I was calculating what I was looking for there, that 889 crossover. And when I analyzed just the 889 crossovers versus everything else in my trading plan, it was literally 1 percentage point difference. So I'm like, why do I even bother adding this to my trading plan? Because it's adding a level of complexity. I'm having to do, maybe 17% more work to just get 1%, better or worse performance. And so that's one of the beautiful things is, hey, now my trading plan is that much more efficient because I don't have to track that particular variable. And this is how we get better and better and better at our trading performance, by tracking what we've done, seeing patterns in what we've done, deciding, I wonder what would happen if I changed this variable, and then seeing what the results were. So if you had a 42% hit rate, and then you change a variable, now you have a 64% hit rate. Okay, if I change this variable, I had a 64% hit rate. Now I've got a 72% hit rate. So that's what we want to do. Constantly improve, constantly refine, constantly hone that razor sharp edge in our trading plan. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope this made it clear. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments. And of course, if you purchase this off of my website, which I will leave a link in the description, then you'll have full support. So I can answer any questions that you want there. And feel free to leave suggestions. I've already got a couple great suggestions from the futures spreadsheet, which I'm going to add some of those improvements to, and continue to make these tools better and better for our trading community. All right, so trade safe and trade well, and I look forward to seeing y'all on TradingView and hopefully become a member of the Sabre trading group. All right, take care, have a great day, and be safe.